Welcome back to Famicos TV, where we highlight people, programs, and partnerships strengthening our neighborhoods every day. I'm Ebony Webster, your host, and today I have a very, very special guest with us who, quite frankly, needs no introduction, but I will give him his respect and his just due and introduce him the right way. If you're from Cleveland, you know him as singer-songwriter, creator, mentor, advocate. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but right now let's get right to it and here to welcome Mr. Jayshawn Champion.
That was incredible. That was incredible. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Ebony. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
So glad to be here. Honored to be here.
I'm glad that you are here and took the time out to come and really speak to us about who you are, what you do, and just kind of shed some light on some things we don't know about you. Okay? So let's get right down to it.
Get to it.
All right? So besides and beyond the titles that we know of you, teacher, educator, singer, songwriter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, how do you describe yourself?
A fool.
Fool.
I love comedy. I'm a comedian. I am a smart aleck. I'm a sarcastic guy. But I'm also flawed in a lot of ways, right? So I'm striving. That's Jayshawn Champion is somebody who's striving to be better than he was yesterday. Every day. That's who I am.
I love that. And I want to dig into that in a little bit. But just really quick, again, like I just said when we first did our introduction, your lineage is really impressive. There's quite the legacy that you are a part of regarding the late, great, gospel great, your father, Reverend Leonard Champion.
Aw, Reverend.
Yeah. Reverend.
Wait till my brother watch this.
That's right, right? I know him as Reverend.
His title was Elder Leonard Champion.
Okay. I grew up knowing him as Reverend Leonard Champion.
That's fine. It's all the same. Preacher.
Okay.
Whatever. Elder, Reverend, Bishop, Pastor. They all the same.
Okay. Okay. And then your brother.
My brother Jason.
Jason Champion, member of Men at Large.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you, at this moment in your life, 25 plus years in the game.
30. We at 30. Now I'm 45, and I started writing records and being in the music industry when I was 15. And I came in on a professional level. And so I'm 45. It's going on 31 years that I've been doing this.
So that's great. That's a great segue to my question because in my eyes, and of course with people who know you around the city, around the region, around the country, okay, let's be honest, you have built and are continuing to build your legacy.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's a defining moment that you can think of where you knew this is your purpose and what has shaped that?
Defining moment for me knowing that this is what I was supposed to do. This happened back in 2003. It was 2003. I was in Philadelphia. I drove to Philadelphia from Cleveland to work with a production team called Karma. And Karma was responsible for, at the time, they were responsible for all of Music Soul Child's hits. Just Friends and Love. Oh, actually, yeah, they loved it. Yeah, they wrote Love or whatever. And they were looking for other writers. So I went up there and I drove up there because a friend of mine named Frankie Romano, who was from Cleveland, he ended up moving to Philadelphia, and he called me and said, Jayshawn, hey, man, they're looking for some new writers, man. Could you send us something? And back then, I overnighted them a DHL CD. Remember DHL? Yeah. Are they still around? It don't matter. Well, I overnighted it to them, and when they got it, that next night I got a phone call, and Frankie was like, yo, the guys love your stuff. When can you get up here? So I rode up there, and the first song I did was a song called Ride With You. And I wrote it for Janet Jackson. Okay. But what ended up happening was this A&R from Jive Records at the time. He heard the song and he came in there and he was like, "Oh my God, this is incredible. I need this for Joe. Joe needs this record." And Joe happened to be one of the artists that I studied so much growing up.
I love Joe. I think he is so underrated.
But he's not though. Joe is.
I think it's just that.
I feel like no, he's not the most massive person in the world. But Joe is going to work for the rest of his life because he's Joe. Yeah. Because all his friends think he's underrated. So I'm gonna keep him because he's a bad boy. Yeah. But anyway, make a long story short, the A&R wanted the song "Ride With You" for Joe, and we had to go to New York. Took a train to New York to get in the studio with Joe in order to so I could produce his vocal. And when I got in the studio with Joe, nervous as I was, but also starstruck because I've been listening to this man since I was 12, 13 years old. Right. And for me to sit here and produce his vocal and tell him what to do and how to do it, and he was like, yeah, let me do that again for you, Jace. How you want it again? It's like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. It was in that moment that I knew this is what I was supposed to be doing because one of my heroes who I grew up with was listening to me and letting me produce his vocal, and that was the moment for me. And ever since that time, I know like, hey, if I could work with one of the coldest singers of all time, I could do it for anybody, right? For sure.
You have quite the stories, and with that being said, I think it's fascinating that you're able to share your stories and be able to creatively provide that to students and to kids, right? You taught inner city kids all around from charter schools, and now you're at
Lutheran East.
Okay, so our main service areas, Famicos, is Huff, Glenville, St. Clair.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I know you.
I got some babies.
I
definitely got a few babies from that area. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, how do you believe your work in education and music is also part of your calling?
Yep, I do. It's definitely a part of my purpose. Because I tell my students and I'll tell my boss, man, I'm not a teacher, man, but I pour into the kids every day. I give them consistency. I'm Mr. Champion. I'm cool some days, but I'm also like, hey, Uncle Champ. Like, no, you're not finna do that. Be respectful. Don't cuss. All that kind of stuff. I believe that I don't have children of my own, so I believe that if I can give my students, I call them my babies. Even the big boys that play basketball and football, I call them my babies too. If I can give them something that they could take with them for the rest of their life, if I say one thing that sticks with them for the rest of their life, I've done my job. The music, that's the easy part. We do, of course, we do chapel there every Tuesday and Thursdays. Leading them in worship, that's a beautiful thing too. To try to help the kids get further along in their spiritual walk. It amazes me sometimes kids that come to me, Champ, can I talk to you? Because don't nobody call me Mr. Champion no more. It's Champ. What's up? What up, Champ? Yeah. Champ, hey, Champ. What up? Yeah. Now they'll come to me and talk to me about life, their life. But yeah, it's definitely my purpose for sure. They get on my nerves though.
But you love them kids.
I love them. I definitely do. I definitely love them. I tell them all the time. I love y'all. But there's some of y'all today I just don't like. Period. I don't like some of y'all, but I love you all. Definitely.
Well, that's why our children, and it's gonna sound so cliche, but they really are our future.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And so we have to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do and what we're called to do.
Yes, ma'am.
To shape, mold them, even train them. And then I know that too, like you were just talking about the different culture and them being different ages and teenage stuff like that, but environment plays a big part too.
Huge part.
And how they're shaped. Now, you yourself grew up in
East
Cleveland. Right? So growing up, and we can call it the inner city as well.
Yes, ma'am.
And now serving people from around those areas. how has your environment influenced both your music and your teaching?
So with my music, it has what I like to do is I like to stay relevant, and the best part of staying relevant is being able to be okay with what's next, right?
Yep.
And I've always been okay with what's next, even as a child. The only time I wasn't okay with what was next was when I was in high school and everybody was listening to No Limit, and I was an East Coast hip hop guy or West Coast. I'm like, man, because I was such a musician that the music had to be on another level for me to love it. It had to be groovy. I had to feel it, but I just wasn't feeling Master P and them. I didn't build a healthy appreciation for them until I got grown, right? And I started really to study my craft,
Right.
and study why. Like, music, being in music, it's not only a feeling, but I always tell people it's a science, and you have got to forever study that science. I always ask myself, why was this a hit? Why did they use this word? Why did that work? Why did that not work, or whatever? And that going to Shaw and being in East Cleveland, hearing trucks come up and down the street with different vibes, but then in my own room, listening to Take Six and listening to Tribe Called Quest, listening to Mint Condition, listening to Snoop Dogg, Death Row, and all those. It was a whole bunch of stuff. Then James Taylor and Peter Gabriel.
Oh, wow.
It was just a whole bunch. Stevie Wonder, a whole bunch of music that, man, you know what I'm saying? It was just a whole bunch of stuff. But so that helped shape me and keep me, again, help make me be okay with whatever's next.
Right. That's good.
You know, and I try, and even still to this day, I'm still trying to create what's next. I'm trying to create that sound. What's the next sound? Like Teddy Riley came with a sound. Jam and Lewis had a sound. Even though it was still mixed in with some Teddy Riley-ness, they also had their own sound. Babyface had his own sound, distinct sounds. Timberland had his own sound. Motown, Berry Gordy, they had a distinct sound in the 60s. What's next? I'm always searching for what's next. And that, in my environment, because there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, that's what, you know.
And you having that ear, no pun intended, for just understanding the diversity of music and being able to like really point and combine it to make something that's really beautiful, right? That's just kind of how you teach.
Pretty much.
Because kids are from every different, so that is what's helping you be able to understand their needs, their wants, their desires.
Exactly. The fact that I'm able to let them express themselves creatively, they like, yo, man, we really rock with Champ. Now, kids are little adults, and they have feelings, they have, all that kind of stuff.
And
so
they do need explanations.
They do.
They need explanations.
And I hate that sometimes, but I be like, because this is why. Because if you do this, then this is going to happen, and then you want me to get fired? Right. So, yeah.
Well, I found that out just with my own children. Like you said, we were just raised in a different era. You know, how we are millennials. Children ought to be seen, not heard.
That's right.
And, that kind of thing, right? But I often, as I grew older, found myself, because of those strict kind of parenting, which is it's not strict, it was more disciplined, I would say, not strict. I found it that as I got older, I still had questions that I was then afraid to go to my parents and ask. And so with my own children, even though I still want to be like that old school mom, and, you know what I mean? I found it that, okay, why are you acting this way? Why did you say this? Or what do you think is happening here? You know what I mean? And then, believe it or not, they express themselves. They'll tell you if you just give them that opportunity. So I appreciate what you said. At Famicos Foundation, we do focus on strengthening neighborhoods, as I said before, by supporting young people and families. So another good segue and transition from your experience as an educator and a mentor, what does meaningful support for youth actually look like to you from the community?
From the meaningful support for me?
In the community. Like,
in the community?
How can a community support you in helping you support these children?
Teach your kids how to be respectful. Simple. It's simple. It's simple.
Right.
The Bible says, spare the rod, spoil a child.
Amen.
Whoop some tail.
Yeah.
How about that?
Uh-huh.
Punish them.
Uh-huh.
No.
But what about resources?
No resources. No. For me, it's again, like, what do I don't really need much from the community. I just need there are 3 rules. There are 3 things that I will never tolerate in my class. And I tell my class every beginning of the year, even new students, hey, I'm Mr. Champion. Good to meet you. These are 3 things that I will never, ever tolerate. Even when we do open houses and parents come up, I tell them this is the same thing I tell them. There are 3 things that I'll never tolerate. The first thing is disrespect, okay? The second thing is disrespect. And the third and final thing,
let me guess.
Take a wild guess, is?
Disrespect.
Exactly. So all I need, the only resource I need for parents to be is to be a parent. Guardian to be a guardian.
Yeah.
Help me. We a team. Parents and guardians, teachers, we're a team. I'm with your kids 40 hours a week. You know, are you with your kids 40 hours a week? No. Most of you all, you work second shift.
I was going to say.
When you get home, when you work first shift or you work second shift, when you get home,
right,
you ready to go to bed.
Tired.
You tired. Did you do your homework? Did you do this? Did you do that? What they gonna eat? Most kids come to my class and they want to do their homework, and I'm like, no, this ain't the time for you to do your homework. Parents, parent your kids best you can. If not, do what you can. It's okay, you know. But that's resource wise. I just want parents because I don't need like anything tangible for my class. I just need for kids to be okay with Mr. Champion telling them to sit down and they, you know, doing it one time. If I tell you to be quiet, if I ask you to be quiet, if I request you to be quiet, then do it. Don't have that. I don't want to have to request it 2 times and then tell you to be quiet, you know, raise my voice, you know. So that's all. That's the support I need from parents. And yeah, when we do concerts and stuff like that, come on out, parents. Yeah.
And that's what I was going to get at, too, because we talked a lot about just a little bit ago, our childhood.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was born right around the corner on 55th.
Where?
Central.
Girl?
Hey.
I didn't know you was from the hood.
Yeah.
Nice. You should have went to East Tech.
Well, that's where my family is from.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
East they Techies,
Okay.
and then we moved to the Collinwood area. So,
Okay.
and then you from East Cleveland. But we've always had that community, that neighborhood, that village.
Yeah.
You know, your neighbors, you do something wrong, your neighbors go, you couldn't get away with it.
Could not.
And that's not the case anymore. And so that's why I think that there are important organizations to give out these resources for our at-risk youth. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate, and I really hate the term at-risk, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because they don't have parents who are involved, or a lot of our youth actually within our organization that we deal with, their parents are gone. And when I say gone, I mean deceased, or I mean gone away.
On vacation.
Yeah. And so they're just kind of fending for themselves or being raised by their great grandparents. You know,
who 9 times out of 10, if it's inner city, 9 times out of 10, health ain't that good, or if their health is good, or if they're alert, they can't get up and move, and you know. So and these kids know that, these inner city kids, my grandmother ain't gonna do nothing, my grandfather ain't gonna do nothing.
It's 5 of us. They're tired.
Wow.
And so, what I think with you, I just wonder if, you know, we do a lot of different activities, and especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
You know, we do like gardening with the kids
Oh,
and teach
cool.
them different things like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you think that something on the lines of like some music therapy would be a good program, or something where they can? Because let me tell you one thing I will say about these children who have not got the opportunity to really show themselves. When we've given them that opportunity, it is amazing how creative they are.
That's the thing.
So creative. I mean, can draw, can write poetry, can sing, you know, and been afraid to do that because they'll get, you know, made fun of or, you know what I mean? So I just wonder if there's something in the music realm that you think would be kind of good for our at-risk youth.
Definitely. Like,
What would that look like to you?
man, learning how to craft beats, learning how to produce, learning how to write a song, learning how to write a hook, something like that. Doing a camp or summer camp with music and putting together songs and then showcasing the songs at the end of the camp before an audience in a community, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Write about whatever you want to. Write what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Not so much. I want you to, because these kids, as soon as if you do have like some musical kids or some creative kids or artsy kids, they want to imitate what they listen to, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I would more so want to give them I would try to help them to find themselves creatively. You know, it's okay to try to, you know, do what's out there, but if shaped and molded, you'd be surprised, man, who you could find. Like, again, I hate to harp back to Stevie Wonder and the Motown days. Those was hood kids.
Yeah.
They were hood babies.
Right.
Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and the Supremes, the Tops, the Temptations, the Barges. These were people from the hood that they took and said, hey, you got this raw talent, you have this, or you have that, but let me put you in this artist development. Let me teach you how to walk. Let me teach you how to talk. Let me teach you how to do interviews and, you know, how to dress and how to carry yourself in public and things like that. Some kids don't know because some kids' parents don't know.
Right.
Nobody showed them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But also with that, also teaching them the business as well. You know, because the music business is exactly that. It is a business. We can create all day, but there have been many who've fallen by the wayside because their business was not handled. You know, even not in just music, but like I was watching a documentary the other day, and they talked about Red Fox.
Oh man,
How
that's
Red Fox
sad.
died broke. I'm like, no, man.
that's
You know,
sad.
that's right. I was watching the Eddie Murphy documentary
And he was talking
on
about-
Netflix.
Did he
and
pay
how
for his funeral?
Exactly, he paid for his funeral.
Yeah.
Because Red, he went from having nothing to having something, and all that man used to do was he would just pay for everybody and, you know, love on everybody. But we got to handle the business too, y'all. You know, so I would definitely be interested in something in the arts for the kids, like to try to tap into your creativity.
And that's definitely a part of like the whole, you know, the restructuring and the revitalizing of your neighborhood and your communities is with our youth. One of our youth, we actually was one of our properties, Historic Newton. It's one of our affordable housing multi-unit property, and we were in the process of rehabbing and redoing our community room. And we got an artist to come in and do some drawing on the really dope.
Wow.
She's so good.
Wow.
But as she was drawing, one of the kids had to be maybe like 9 or 10, came downstairs as she was drawing and said, "Can I help you?"
Oh.
Yeah. And so she was like, "Well, okay." But you know, you thinking, you know what I mean? They're 9, you know, they're a little kid. She let him just do little things and came out fantastic.
Fire.
Wow. I mean,
This baby had natural gift. Yeah.
He drew on the wall, and I'll show you a picture, but he drew on the wall. He helped her color it in. He freehanded. And I'm just, if we just had the opportunity with people like you and people who really care to bring that out and to really hone in their gifts and talents. Because ain't no telling how, he probably was 5 years old and discovered this gift on his own, but didn't have anyone to kind of push that out. You know what I mean? Just had that nerve that one day to say, can I help you?
Again, the Bible says train up a child in the way that it should go, right? A lot of people over the years, it was just, bring your child to church. And no.
Yeah.
I believe that means that scripture, but this is my interpretation. Train up a child in the way that it should go. Now, that we see that this baby has a natural gift for art. Okay, cool. I need you to get with this art teacher. I need to put you in this art institute, this and that and the other. If you have a baby that can sing for real, you got to train up a child in the way that it should go, you know?
Not the way you want it to go.
Exactly. That's
another thing that parents do. Yeah. And that's why I asked you earlier, too, as far as your purpose, because you come from that lineage, right, of who you are today. And so, I don't know if I know you didn't, but I wanted to make sure that it was nothing that you felt you had to do, that you really felt that it was your purpose to be who you are today.
So what's crazy is God has always just put stuff in my lap.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah.
So, the charter school jobs just came to me. Champ, what you doing, man? And I'm like, the music hasn't always been, music has its ups and downs, ebbs and flows all the time for me. And, being in education, I just ended up at a couple places, and same thing happened with Lutheran East. When it just comes to you, I believe that is your purpose. I wasn't looking for that, and it just came, and it just so happened that I'm good at it.
Right.
Naturally just good at it, and
or you correct me all the time, you're not a singer.
I'm not.
You're a what?
I'm a songwriter, but I am a person that can sing, but I'm not a singer. I know how to sing. My father was a singer. My brother.
Oh, baby, he would. Yes, he would. That anointing was so.
Oh, man, he's crazy with it.
I remember I was 6, 7 years old and
6, 7.
6.
Okay, my bad.
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry.
My kids are gonna love that.
I can't stand it.
They're gonna love it, and you see that
all day.
All
you
day.
You can't say 6 or 7. I just 6 or 7 is.
Right.
I say 5 or 8. I'm like 5 to 8. I'm like, Mr. Champion, you forgot 6, 7.
They
no,
are
I
gonna
didn't.
love this clip. I cannot wait to show them this.
5, 8.
Right. But your dad, he was always a guest singer at
Where'd you go to church?
But the church I'm talking about is progressive. It's over on Kansas.
Yeah.
He was a
55th.
Yep.
Where you grew up at? Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he would come, and I was 6 years old, maybe 7.
Whatever.
And I just remember just sitting there in tears, just because, it was just so heartfelt, and his voice was just so piercing.
Man. Huge.
And to feel that spirit and that anointing in your soul at
as
that
a child.
age, it was real. You know what I mean? That's real.
Yeah, my father was special.
He was amazing. And so you definitely you come from that. Your mom is also, you talk about your mom a lot too. She's also your spiritual.
Yeah, my mother is pastor.
Yeah.
Pastor Sharon Smith, pastor of the Sanctuary. That's what she calls her church. And she's a Bible scholar, a preacher, and when I need to get a word through to God, I'll be like, "Hey, Mom, I need you to do me a favor."
Not do you a favor.
Yeah, because she know God real. God good, real good.
Yeah.
Like, her and Jesus be at church every Sunday, and I'll be like, "Look, Mom, I need you to holler at Jesus for me about this." She, boy, you know how to pray.
You know how to pray. Right, I taught you. Yeah. Man. My mom said the same thing. Like, but he gonna really, really listen because you the prayer warrior.
Exactly. You don't do the foolish stuff that I still do now. You
we know, Mom. We just playing with y'all. But yeah. So now, before we end this, I want to just.
We gotta end?
No, we're not ending. But I want to ask you before we end this part.
Okay, this part.
Yeah, okay. About the community and our children.
Sections.
Yeah, what do you hope, and what is your prayer, your hope, your desire that you leave or that you want your children in regard to the ones you teach? All of them. Because there's many. But what is your desire for them? What is your hope for them? What is your prayer for them? Based off your mentorship to them, based off of your guidance, based off your teachings, what is your prayer, hope, and desire for them?
That all their dreams come true, and that they think before they do. That's ultimately what I want them to do. I want all your dreams to come true, and I want you to learn how to think before doing. And it's yeah, and that's something that we all have to do, right? We got to think before we do, because if we don't, when we don't think and just do, that's telling me that we let our emotions govern us. Yes. We can't let our emotions govern us. So what we have to do is we have to do the work to become emotionally intelligent. And the first thing, one of the roots of that is thinking before doing. What am I thinking about? Thinking about what would happen if I do this. Think about it.
Yeah. The rewards and the consequences.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, because this generation is so emotional.
They're very emotional.
Oh my God.
They're super emotional.
Oh my God.
I know. I couldn't believe. I'm just like, what's happening right now, y'all? I don't want to use the word soft, but
they got names for it. You know, Mr. Champion, I got this. I got that. No, you don't. You heard somebody say you had that. You heard, I have this because this is how I feel. No, you know, but for real, I want all my babies' dreams to come true, and I want them to learn how to think before they do. I want them to just start there. Once you learn how to think before you do, okay, you know, you got other things that'll help you go a long way. Yeah. Yeah.
And along with thinking too, you know, what I've realized for myself, and you know, we learn every day. I hope, and I pray that I keep learning. I pray that I'm 90 years old and I'm learning something that day. Ma'am. You know. Yes, ma'am. But what I've learned just in my journey, and then my spiritual growth even, is that my thought process also has to have a belief process.
All day long.
Right?
All day long.
Because we can think about it. We can think what we should do. We should think what we shouldn't do. And then what's gonna happen? You just gonna keep thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you believe something, when you have that belief, it's really in your heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it forces you to put it into action. So I just, with what you were just saying, I'm in agreement with you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm declaring and decreeing with you about your children.
Yes, ma'am.
That they do that, because not only are these children of this generation emotional, and we're not talking about y'all.
We're not
talking. We love y'all.
We love y'all.
But they're very impulsive. You know what I mean?
Again, think before you do.
Think before you do. Research it, and take advantage of your mentors and your people and your you know, people who you can go to and trust. And I think you have established that with your children.
I have. Good. I have. They call me Moody, and because Moody. One day because I'll be a little loose in my class.
Are you a Gemini?
No, I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
Tomato.
No, well, see, but I be loose in the class sometimes. Cool, Mr. Champion, cool. Yeah. But then there's some days where I need you to come in and focus, and let's get to business. Let's get to work. You got an attitude. You weird. No, I'm not weird, man. I'm just trying to give you be balanced with y'all. I don't want to just all the time, just, you know. But my boss is like, Champ, if you stay one way all year, all right, man, whatever. I get it.
We love our babies. We want y'all to be great. We really do. And we can't wait to see what y'all do and how y'all and who y'all become. We're very excited about that. So listen, I got to be nosy.
Yes, ma'am.
So you've written and worked with, as you said at the beginning of this episode, with a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Right. So what's something people don't see behind the scenes of your personal journey?
About me?
What have you seen behind the scenes?
Oh, wow.
That it's like, really? Or that's kind of cool, or that's kind of weird, or that's fascinating?
I was working with a group, a very R&B group from the 90s that was huge in the 90s.
Male or female?
Male.
Okay.
And one of the members did a solo song that became one of the biggest songs in a particular summer. And when we went to work with him, with them, they came there, and the one particular star, he was there too. When it was his time to go in the booth, I was producing his vocal, and he was very nonchalant. He was very like he didn't want to be there. He was into his anime books. He wasn't really paying attention, and I was getting. Nah, boy, I ain't whatever. You can narrow it down all you want to, but I can say this. It was me and Joe Little. Joe Little was out there with me because we had wrote and produced
Shout
the
out
song.
to Joe Little, Rude
Shout out to
Boys.
my big brother.
Yeah.
And Joe Little told me. He said he looked. He said, "Hey, cut the mic off. I'm about to go in here and holler at him." And I'm like, oh man, now mind you, this is a superstar at the time.
Okay.
Joe Little, that EC came out of him, and he went in that booth, and all I seen was him motioning, talking to him, and whoop, and I'm just like, Joe came back in and was like, all right, you ready? And from that point, he was focused.
Yeah.
I don't know to this day, I don't know what Joe said.
He was getting them together.
Yeah, he was putting.
But some people need that.
Some people do.
They need that, and then if you're gonna show them that I can just push over and run over you, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah. But see, I was young too, so I was what 20, 22 again, something like that, 22, 23, and
Yeah, he that way with everybody.
I was
Whoever you talking about, I'm sure he was that way with everybody.
Back then,
until
probably.
somebody checked him.
Yeah. Joe was like, no, I'm not having that. He's like, yeah, let me go holler at him. But to this day, Joe. But whenever they come to town, Joe's with them, and it's always love. It's always love.
Oh, cool. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's happening with you right now?
What's going on with Jayshawn Champion right now? Jayshawn Champion is moving into more of a visual thing.
Okay.
I'm not an artist, but I do put out songs. I know you call me an artist, but I'm not an artist. I put out songs. Basically as Jayshawn Champion, just to show my writing skills.
Okay.
I'm being an artist just so people can say, hey man, I want a song from him. Just so artists can come and say, I want a song from him. I want A&Rs and managers, labels to say, who this big dude, I like him. I want some records from him. I just started a series on my social media platform called the Add to Cart series.
Yeah.
Which is basically me singing songs, giving people visual demos of the songs. Like we would, I come from an era where you sing the song and you send it out, you record the song and you send it out. They're called demos. Send them to managers, A&Rs, whatever, artists. But I had an idea. Why don't you just start doing visual demos and tagging artists?
I love it. I follow it. It's amazing.
Letting people know. I just shot episode 2 before I got here.
Okay.
And so it's pretty. It's
That's like a super dope idea.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
And I'm wishing you the best of luck. I mean, you're gonna have it anyway.
So add to cart. We shop online. That's what we do. Cool.
Yeah.
What y'all do? Add to cart and check out. Come on here. Add to your cart. Add these songs to your cart. I got Mo in the back. I add to cart and check on out. So just a creative way. Need to be creative and original. You have to be creative and original these days.
So we not having any more albums coming out?
I just dropped a video last week called Billion.
Yes.
That's my latest single. Million, I'm sorry. Called Million. That's my latest single. I dropped a record with that. I am putting together an album.
Okay, good.
I am putting together an album, a new album, and most of the times my albums be songs that I wrote for other people that they never took. So
keep it.
Yeah, keep it. Just
Release
put it out.
it.
Yeah, my first album, if I was an artist, I went under the moniker Writer, Wryter, Writer, if I was an artist. Those were I literally wrote 3 songs on that album for me. The rest of the songs were songs that I wrote for other people. I just threw on there, and people love that album. So, we got some other stuff coming out.
That's amazing. So I need you to let people know real quick how they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram, One Song at a Time. That is the actual number 1, SONGATATYME. One Song at a Time. You can follow me on Facebook, Jayshawn Champion, JAYSHAWN Champion. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put the fonts on the screen or whatever. Jayshawn Champion.
Yes,
because this is a professional place. I'm letting y'all know this place I'm in right now, I didn't know existed.
Let's talk about it.
This is dope. I love this place. And I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back in here and I may start my stand-up comedy career in here.
Yeah, because you funny.
A little
You're real funny.
A little bit.
You crazy. You funny. But before you go, I do this thing. You ready for
God.
this?
Here you go.
I do this thing
What
with
you do?
all of my guests.
Okay.
All right. It's called the lightning round.
Oh God.
So
how long do I have to answer these questions?
No, it's immediate. It's called lightning.
Oh man.
It's immediate. So the first thing that comes to your mind, you have to answer.
All right, man. Hey, are we allowed to cuss?
No, it's a
All right,
family
cool.
show.
All right, cool. Because I'm telling you,
It's a family show.
I told you I'm a fool. Who was Jayshawn Champion beyond the mentor and all that? What people do? I'm a fool. My grandfather said that boy's a fool. He said it.
It's a fool. Mm-hmm. We're about to see
Okay.
how foolish you are with these answers.
Oh Lord.
And I have a little twist too.
Oh
So
Jesus.
here's where the music cues. Okay. Early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
R&B or gospel?
R&B.
I hear that, Pastor. Studio session or live performance?
Studio session.
Song you wish you wrote?
Oh my God. Yesterday by the Beatles.
Oh, that's a good one. Favorite place to unwind in Cleveland?
Home.
Most used phrase in the classroom?
What? Hold on. Use phrase. Now they got this thing where it come to a point. Like it come to a point where like.
Oh, that's the beginning of the
Yeah, it comes to
or
like if somebody do something crazy and like one of my students, they'll say something, they be like, man, that's enough. I mean, it come to a point. It's like, oh, who taught y'all that? Like y'all didn't come up with it on your own. Y'all gonna wear this in the ground. It come to a point where, shut up.
We love y'all babies. We love
I love them. I mean, it come to a point.
It comes to a point where that's whack.
Yeah, whatever. They're fed up. You're fed up with this? Okay, got it.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
One word your students will use to describe you.
Cool.
All right. So here's the twist.
Okay, here's the twist. I gotta ask you the same
Because
question. What?
see, it ain't very often. You know,
I'm not finna sing.
I had a plethora of guests on my show.
Ebony, I'm not singing.
From civic leaders to teachers
Ebony, I'm
to
not singing.
politicians
Man.
to CEOs, executive directors. Make sure y'all go like, follow, and share. But I have not had someone of your talent
Oh God.
on the show.
Okay.
So these next few questions in the lightning round,
Okay, let me shut up.
you must sing your answer.
Oh my God. Here we go. I hate to be so dramatic, man, but this is I gotta sing
and
my
you
answer.
sing it.
So how did
you better
So
sing.
what did you make the politicians whoever? How would it?
We talking
That
about
was the
you
only
right
twist
now.
for me?
We talking about you right now.
All right, cool. Here we go. Let me try
And
this.
you better not hold back.
I'm not. I'm gonna try. Come on, G.
Because I know what you can
me,
do.
Me.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Your go-to song when you need motivation.
As long as we keep your head to the sky, you can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky, or I'm walking. I'm in the wrong key. Sorry, Warren. Sorry, Teddy and Erica. My bad. Tina and Erica. My bad. Mary.
Love it. A few words to describe the neighborhood you come from. East Cleveland.
Oh, I was born in these streets, raised in these streets, hustled in these streets, loved in these streets. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the streets, I'm a bad man and not afraid of it. Oh, what else could I use? I never know lyrics. Make me wanna holler the way they do my life.
I like that one.
Make me wanna holler the way they do my life. You know what I'm talking about? Marvin Gaye. Bum 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 bum. Y'all know the song. I don't know the song, but y'all know it.
We know the song. I love that one.
Yeah.
You rock that one. Okay. Well, listen, this last question.
I'm everyday people.
Every day. Every day.
What else we got? What's the last one?
I could be a good background.
You
though.
definitely could.
I could be a background.
You got the look. And the look is half the battle, honey.
That is true. But thank you for that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, sis.
But I do want to have it me.
You got it.
Okay. Okay, so listen, this last question that you have to sing your answer
have to sing.
And I'm asking this question because I know that you are a greens connoisseur of some sort.
Oh, no. I make the best greens in Cleveland.
That's what
In Cleveland.
I heard.
And I use turkey. I don't use pork. The best greens in Cleveland.
So there's a great debate going around, and if you've watched my last podcast, the one that's been the great debate was sugar or no sugar in grits. It got almost pretty violent. So for you, my question to you is, vinegar or no vinegar in greens?
I like my greens tangy a little, a little. Give me some vinegar, just a little, just a little, I like my greens tangy a little, just a little. Give me some vinegar, just a little bit, a little. Yeah, I don't mind a little greens in my. A little vinegar in my greens.
Thank you. I don't understand how you people don't put vinegar in their greens.
But if they do, they don't know it because they don't read the label. Hot sauce has vinegar in it.
They don't put hot sauce. Some people don't even put that
Oh,
in
they
there.
don't? Well, I'm going to tell you, look.
They say with the meat, the smoked meat is good enough for the seasoning.
I guarantee you wouldn't need vinegar for my greens. Guarantee you.
Probably not. I believe you, but I like that. Like you said, just a little.
I feel you. Just a little.
That's
Hit
catchy.
that for me. Just a little.
Just a little.
No. I said I get in the key. You want to sing background, you got to just a little.
Just a little.
Almost. This girl, she put us just a little. No, I said just a little.
Just a little.
Almost. It's almost there. Lord have mercy. We got to give Ebony some voice lessons.
A little bit. Look.
She looked good.
It's been a minute.
She looked like she could have been. She looked like she could have sang behind Tina Turner, but child. Whew. rolling.
Oh my goodness, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
Listen, before we go though, Jayshawn, is there anything you want to leave with our audience today?
Yeah, I do. Be nice. Be nice. Speak. Just say hello to somebody. Just say, hey, how you doing? For no other reason but just to speak. You just never know that may change the course of somebody's day. Just be nice.
Just be nice.
That's it, man. Because we got a lot going on in this day and age that could definitely weigh our mental strength down and will cause us to just walk around just looking like we just drank some vinegar and lemon juice.
Yeah.
You know, but just saying, hey, man, how you doing? Hope all is well, man. Keep it moving. That made me make somebody be like, I'm cool, man. Thank you. Yeah. You just never know.
Goes a long way. That's really good. Well, Jayshawn, thank you again for sharing your story.
Anytime.
Your heart.
Yes, ma'am.
And your purpose.
Thank you.
With us today, your journey is a reminder that when we walk in our calling, right, and use our gifts to serve others, we can truly make an impact.
Yes, ma'am.
So thank you for doing that.
You are welcome, sis.
And to everyone listening, we hope this conversation encouraged you to reflect on your own purpose and the ways you are called to pour into others. I want to leave you with this scripture out of Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Amen. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm Ebony Webster. Make sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe. Until next time.
Please don't be mad at me for that. No, I told you I'm a fool.